Welcome to Over 50, So What? I'm Carol and I hope you've been doing your 5 minutes of fitness every day and getting yourself out of the house every day. What have we got in the program for you? Well, transitioning to retirement can be a bit challenging. U3A Network is a great place to start. You can work as a volunteer, pursue your favourite hobbies, or even start some new ones. Now, for those people new to the show, get ready to do some easy, fun fitness moves after the break. And to finish off with today, we're back at a great getaways camp, chatting to some of the campers and having more adventures, including jumping on a giant seesaw. If you've ever wanted to pursue a hobby, to take up a new hobby, to get fit, or just to make friends, then U3A is the place to go for the over 55s. And today we meet again Anne Grigg, Vice President from U3A Network Victoria. Hi Anne, welcome back.
Great, thanks very much Carol. It's lovely to see you again.
Now can you give us a snapshot of what U3A does?
U3A is an organisation that provides classes, courses for seniors in our community. It operates right across Australia, and every day of the week there's a course available. There's a connection to other people if you want it.
Just talk a bit about how important it is to actually develop a social connection, especially as we get older.
As we've all been locked down, that social connection has been something that we really missed. People have been, I'm going to say, depressed, sad that they couldn't see people. And now that we've got that opportunity to get out and reconnect, there's a vibrancy in the seniors community that I'm involved in about that being reconnected, that pleasure of just seeing somebody to sit down and have a cup of coffee or to learn something together. It's just a fantastic thing to see.
I think there's some comment around that being socially isolated is equivalent to smoking a pack of cigarettes a day or something, an effect on your health.
And I wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah, you see people who've been isolated, they start to talk about aches and pains a lot more. Or, oh, I'm so sad I haven't been able to see so-and-so. And it's like a spiral. So if you can have that connection, go out and forget those things for a bit and talk about something that you're passionate about, it is uplifting, isn't it?
That's one of the most fantastic things I love about U3A is that you can have a shared interest. So if you're passionate about literature, you're passionate about Spanish, you're passionate about wine, you're passionate about carpentry, you're passionate about any topic, U3A actually gives you the ability to meet with other people passionate about that topic that you're interested in. So that develops a massive social network.
It's just wonderful. And I think my first experience of U3A was joining a marquetry class. And people usually say, what's marquetry? Marquetry is the floors where you see wooden floors put together in beautiful patterns. So marquetry is the finer work around that, about creating pictures from veneer wood. And in that class, there were people, the age range was very broad, but people absolutely passionate. And everybody was, here, let me help. For me, I started about 6 years ago, and those connections with those people are still the strongest that I have at the U3A.
So I know you do not just courses on learning skills, but you do have physical things like yoga and Zumba and line dancing. And so there are physical activities because U3A is obviously concerned about the physical health as we get older.
Exactly. We all want to be active for as long as we can, because that fourth age is about that going into some sort of care. People try to combine sometimes the academic learning with the physical. So with classes like Let's Explore Melbourne, we take a group of people into Melbourne. They go on the train, so there's another experience for people, and they might go to the art gallery and see an exhibition that's on, and they'll then walk around the city and have a look at different things, have some lunch together and home on the train. So they're combining a bit of physical and a bit of exploring and a bit of learning as well.
U3A is predominantly for retired, semi-retired, and it's for men and women.
Absolutely, yeah. At the moment, the stats say that we're about 75% women, 25% men, but also in our age group, that's a reality as well. There's lots of activities for both. I know at some U3As there's a fishing class, and there's a bike riding class that's both. At one of our U3As, they run a crime fiction class, and that's for men. So we're trying to offer people a whole range of things.
Now, talking about semi-retired and retired, a lot of people have, developed massive careers in a certain area of expertise. They might have been a professor of history at a university. They might have been a marketing manager. They might have, played music, whatever. Now, that's a massive legacy to leave. And now there is an opportunity in U3A, isn't there, to become a mentor, to become a tutor, to pass on some of those years of experience?
Exactly. All of those things are true. A number of professors at U3As, but there's also roles on the committee. Marketing is a really important part of U3A. Our course coordinator is a really important person on a committee, and they might be somebody who's been a teacher in the past.
If someone does have an admin, finance, marketing background, or they have some other area of expertise and they'd like to, mentor other people coming through or be of service to the association, what would you suggest? Would they go straight to the Victorian head office, or would they talk to their local?
I think talking to their local U3A is ideal, because then they build relationships. Have a chat about the skills that you have. Often the office manager is the first person that you'll talk to. So it's an opportunity to reinvent yourself as well and take on a different challenge, just as you smooth your way into retirement.
Now, we mentioned before, you don't have to commit to a course. You can just pop in and try a class that of a particular area of interest to yourself, or you can come to a social event, because you do social things as well as physical things, as well as one-day courses, whatever. What would you say to someone who's a bit anxious about coming along for the first time?
I think anxiety is a thing that you're facing when you retire. I remember that 6 months before I retired, I thought, what am I going to do? I spent a lot of time at work. I know what that life looks like. What will the future be? So there is some anxiety, and it's a good thing to embrace that we're starting something new. I should be a bit anxious. Make a connection with one person at the U3A, and it might be that you have to go to the U3A, but it could be that somebody down the street is a member. Have a chat to them. Ask, can you go along to one of their classes and have a look? Because once you've taken that step, the rest is pretty easy.
I think one, like we've mentioned before, maybe just picking up the phone and chatting to someone at your local U3A. So you've initiated a conversation with a human being first before you actually physically just go in there.
That's right. And I think we all approach those things in different ways, because for some people a phone call's easy. I don't particularly like the phone for me, so I'd rather go and see somebody. But I also think other people would like email.
Someone's interested in finding out more about U3A and what type of courses and things are, running around them. What would you suggest?
You could go to your state network and ask for some guidance on your local U3A, or you can Google your U3A, or you can go to your local council and ask them.
Now, have you got any closing comments for someone who doesn't know anything about U3A, like just to share with them what they're missing out on?
U3A is a really good way of making connection as you retire into the people who are in your community. You can test out some of your skills, you can learn new skills, you can make new connections. It gives you a really financially viable way of trying out new things, making new friends. We're all wonderful.
I'm going to come to your local one.
Yeah, please do.
Thanks so much for coming on the show again.
Great. Thanks very much, Carol. I appreciate it.
Thanks for watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe, and then you'll never miss an episode. Jump on Facebook, join our group, get in on the fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. I'm Carol, over 50. So what?